a while, so it's good to hear you guys. Hello, Wade. And yeah, VA3F and I'll be monitoring for a short while. Have a great net.
Yep, okay, and Happy New Year to you
Thanks, Larry.
Yep, okay, very good. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, all right, we'll see who else is in there. I got Wade and yourself. Any other check-ins? Friday night, Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI.
VA3IMW.
Looks like I just brought the YouTube up. Okay, all right, first of all, Mac, thanks very much for streaming us on YouTube. Anybody wishing to watch, you can watch it on YouTube. Look under Mac's call sign, Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. Thanks again, Mac, for doing it. And it looks like I take it. Yep, Al's still in Barrie there. How's the weather up in Barrie? I think you had a mild day. Hopefully, you got some of that roof done today, Al. Great. Any other check-ins? I got 3. I got NCA, F&I, IMW. Anybody else checking in? Come on in. VE3LBI.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
I got Mark in there now, too. Anybody else checking in? Come on in. VE3LBI. Albert says a mild day, but there was no roofing done today because of the high winds, and we had high winds. So, beautiful day. I think we registered about 59 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius. Again, I don't remember. I'm not that good at it. But, yeah, 59, 60 degrees, so it was a beautiful day, other than the high winds. All right, any other check-ins? Friday night, Saturday, Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI. All right, it's going to be a quiet night, it looks like. Anybody been playing with the Hunter log? I have. I don't know if anybody else has been playing with it. How about you, Wade? Anything you were playing around with? I think it was developed by November 9, Fox Zulu. He's done a nice job on it. I mean, it works quite well. I'm sure there's some improvements, but have you been playing with it all, Wade, VA3NCA?
VE3LBI, VA3NCA. I did download it. I did start it up and play with it a little bit, but I really haven't done a lot with it. I'll tell you something I did kind of like is it's not just POTA. It does pull in the spots from WWFS and a couple others, I think, and it kind of puts it all in one place, so that's kind of nice. But that's about as much as I've done playing with it. Looks like it only shows the stats that you've actually imported into it. It doesn't look like it does a live lookup, kind of like the way that the Chrome plugin does, but that's kind of a minor nit. You can certainly export your contacts from POTA and import them and get that functionality back. In fact, it's probably faster than the Chrome extension could be sometimes, since the Chrome extension is going out and asking each time. So pluses and minuses, but I would say I got some more playing with it to do. I just haven't yet. So, but I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen so far, especially because this is a very early version of it. Back to you.
Yeah, he actually builds an SQL database, and he puts everything into it. It's rather quick. Yeah, the APIs are really good. Refreshing rate. I'm running it actually on a virtual machine, virtual box. On a Windows box, but I put it into Mint, Ubuntu Mint. It was quite a challenge. I had a little bit of a problem with it. I couldn't get it to run 100%. Played around enough, and I finally got it up and going. But it seems to work quite well, and it's rather, like you say, rather quick on bringing the information back.
Yeah, it's great for early edition for sure, and just in general. So I got to spend some more time with it to get a better feel for it, but so far it's looking pretty promising. I think probably on the Hunter side more so than the Activator side, unless you're hauling a laptop with you. But if you are, that works too. I kind of like Polo still for the Activator side, but this looks like a pretty good Shack side, Hunter side tool.
used it today. I've used it actually quite a bit, and I think one of the things I like about it was, as Max said, you know, don't forget the other folks that are out there, not just the new parks. I actually turned that off and was able to hunt some of the other parks that I've already worked before, but had really good signals. The band was really strange today. I found it really noisy. I never really actually found it quiet at all. I was not on this morning to try it, but latter part of this afternoon I put it on, and a lot of static in it. I think it had to do with our weather.
Yeah, I very briefly checked HF today, just because the Discord I was on, somebody was spotting themselves, so I quickly moved to it to see if I could hear them, and I had an S9 noise floor where they were, and absolutely nothing coming through. So yeah, I think there was some issues going on. Did I not hear something about a big coronal hole, huge one that was earth facing, that maybe was hitting around now? Maybe that's the cause, but I haven't paid close enough attention to know for sure. And then I was briefly on UHF, caught Mac on his way home, so that was nice. He was able to answer a couple questions I had about the Sunday night sideband net, so that was very good. But other than that, I haven't been on the radio to really know. So yeah, but I do understand the conditions to be a little bit down now, especially with all the something going on.
Oh, repeater's really noisy. Last part of your conversation, I actually lost it with all the crackling. So, anyways, okay, Wade. I don't know if Sean's got something else here. I'll have to call him back. VA3SNI, VA3LBI. Come on in, Sean. Boy, repeater's really bad tonight. I can barely hear what I couldn't make out what Sean said at all. Mac, you about you? VA3MW, VA3LBI. Come on in.
Good evening, Larry, and all on frequency. The last communication from Sean, couldn't catch that. Maybe I'll try on direct next time around. Even Wade, well, we already know that the repeater has a deaf ear towards the east, so there's other folks that are having some trouble there. And it does make sense that the wind and wow, what a wind! Just a quick note on that. When I heard the howling wind when I was still in the office, it sounded like the last time I was in an A380. It was like flying, right? The sound of the air rushing past an aircraft. When I looked up the Windy app on my phone, I think locally there in Guelph we had winds that were 40 kilometers an hour, gusting to 45 and perhaps to 50. So the flags were taking a beating and so on. Anyways, it's Friday, TGIF, and all the rest of that stuff. Nice to see that the 4-day work week is over after a 17-day hiatus. Yes, I'm going to enjoy the weekend and catch up on some much-needed sleep. Last couple of mornings been a little tough to drag my sorry ass out of bed. So, I'm going to enjoy the weekend. Anyways, I'm not experimenting with the Hunter, whatever the thing that you mentioned. As far as an activator, I think Polo does just fine. And the spotting page, as far as I'm concerned, with the plug-in, gives me enough information that I don't really have to go that much further. Anyways, I'll throw it back to you before I time things out.
Well, Mac, you should check it out. It's actually quite a nice product. Makes hunting a lot easier, let's put it that way, especially for new parks. Like I said, I turned it off while there's a switch on it, but you can just tell it you don't want to, you can see, if you want to see new parks, turn the switch on, and it shows you all the parts that are out there which are new, or you can turn it off and you can work any part you want. That brings up the thing. The nice piece about it is, well, the only thing is really, I don't know. You don't actually log anything as a hunter, do you? Do you actually log anything?
No, I let the activator carry the load for that. No, I don't. And what I'm doing is I respot all the parks that I work, so that gives me the little green box filled in. So it gives me a visual cue that I've either worked somebody or not. Obviously, the nice thing is that the following day, if they're back at the same park and perhaps they were activating on late shift the previous evening, that green dot will still show up as, it gives you the indication that if you want to say hello to them, you're still going to be a dupe.
Yeah, the nice thing about this one here is when you actually hunt and log a park, obviously hunt and log it, you spot it again, it actually disappears off your page. So it's not interfering with what's there. It's like I say, it looks like a nice product. I've got it running. Quite impressed. I believe that Dave is running it too. VA3CJZ is running it also. But anyways, it's just something new, and it looks like it's got a lot of enhancements that are probably going to be done to it. Like I said, it was a bit of a job trying to get it running under Mint, but I managed to. They've got a Windows version, but I think it's pretty straightforward. I think I downloaded that and actually installed it with no problem at all.
Okay, well, even the POTA app spotting page, you have the filters of show or hide worked or QRT. So once you work them, if you don't want to see it again, you just turn on that filter, and they also disappear. So that's kind of a situation that's already in existence with the spotting app itself from Parks on the Air.
Yep, no, absolutely. Yep, that's for sure. I know it's there. I've used it. I was going to mention something else about it. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, I was going to ask you, how's your wife feeling, okay?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she texted me earlier this afternoon and was proud to inform me that she had ordered in dinner. So granddaughter's over for the weekend, and she brought in some fish and chips. So it's a nice treat for a Friday evening. Friday fish, yeah, I guess so. So yeah, all the good stuff that I did, getting her some fresh fruit and a nice stomach-settling bucket of yogurt seems to help out, and the weather stabilizing today. Hopefully, the upcoming events of the weekend with the weather change shouldn't hit her too hard. We hope, anyways.
Okay, excellent, no problem. No. Before I pick up Mark, everybody else checking in Friday night, Zeri Ragchew. My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. Come on in, please.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot 4.
Mark, can you hang on for one more second until I pick up Vern? He's barking. Come on in, Vern. Victor Echo 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. You still there? Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India.
Hey Larry, thanks for picking me up. I was walking around with my micro mini radio listening, thought I'd try to transmit, and poof, went the battery. So I'm talking to you on my other hand. Hope you can copy me.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, Vern.
Yeah, just out for a walk. It is supposedly +3, but it feels colder than that. Probably feeling like -4. Crazy winds today. Absolutely crazy. Max mentioned it. Maybe drive around a little bit. And this is the kind of day, I don't know if they did, but they would, shut down the skyway. If the wind's down, at our level, holy mackerel, pushing the vehicle all over. Back to you guys.
Yes, it was really windy today. Like I said, I think think some of the high plates are about 60 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure if any higher than that or not, Vern.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I thought it was going to rain all day too. That's a little while, so I'm glad to see that. And I'm happy to report my property did not completely melt.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad it didn't all melt down. Okay, Vern, I got somebody in the background here waiting. Anything else before I pass it to him?
That's it. Thanks for picking me up. I also appreciated the information about the repeater and what had happened. I was not aware of that. I knew it was a smaller antenna and lower location, but the other stuff I found of interest. I'll be listening on for a little while, Larry. VA3CRF.
Okay, thanks, Vern. All right, Mark, VA3 MHV, VE3 LBI. Come on in, Mark.
Good evening, Larry, everybody on frequency, and everybody on the stream as well. Yes, I concur. Boy, was it breezy this afternoon. I was here, I was working the radio. In fact, I heard you key up a couple times. And when I went outside and looked at my antenna, boy, was it ever flexing. The most I've ever seen, Larry. It was pretzeling, let's put it that way. But, you know, there was a little bit of wind drift, you'd call it on the mic, but I was getting the signal okay. I'm not aware of this software you guys are talking about. What's the name of it, Larry?
It is called Hunter Log, all one word. Make sure when you look it up, there's a bunch of different ones, basically for hunting and doing some other things. But the one out there, it says right on the page, Hunter Log, and it's made I think it's for POTUS, SOTA, and I'm not sure if it's got WWF or not on there, but anyways, look for that one. At the bottom of it, there's a list of things you can install or notes and stuff. Just below that, there's an install for Windows if you're looking for a Windows version of it.
Copy that, yeah, I would be. I'm on Windows here, so. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty noisy today on the bands. I agree with what you said there. I got about 6 parks. One was a 3-fer there with Papa Zulu, James Mon, I think you guys know him. And then that's about it. I worked a little late afternoon. I did send you an email there, Larry. I'll just let you read it. I don't want to bring it up in the air. When you key up, boy, does my radio hear you. Let's just put it that way. So I was sending you a message there. Maybe we can talk about it off the Ragchew. So, that's about all I got. I'll be listening along, Larry. Back to you.
Yep, okay, no problem. Yeah, are you talking about my HF rig?
Yeah, what kind of power are you running this afternoon there?
Just 100 watts off the fan dipole. 100 watts, that's all.
Yeah, it comes up on my scope like, oh, a mountain. But it's because we're in such close proximity here. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty noisy today, eh? A lot of noise on 20 especially.
I know, it's surprising how much 40 has actually disappeared. There's hardly anybody ever on 40 anymore. I guess it just, I try to listen to it once in a while, and everybody's so far in the distance. 20 has taken over, just a change in I guess the seasons or whatever. Like I say, 20 seems to be excellent. I haven't done too much on 15. I find 15 is pretty good sometimes too.
Yeah, you're right. 40, you go on there and the signals are few and far between. You just can't hear them. There's guys on there, but not near what there used to be. You're right. I was on 17 a little bit today too. It was working pretty well. Pretty quiet. I got a couple on there, so. Anyway, Larry, that's about all I have. I'll be listening along. I don't know what your topic was other than the software there tonight, but I'll be here for the duration. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yep, okay, not a problem, Mark. All right, we're getting our check-in. Friday night, dinner Ragchew. Come on in, VE3 LBI.
VA3CJZ.
very quiet night tonight. VA3CJZ VA3LBI. How are you making out with you? I was just actually talking about the hunter log.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, first off, talk about Matt coming home, picking up supper, talking about that. You heard the wife where I phoned the wife earlier, and she wanted me to pick up fish and chips on the way home, but she just grunted at me. I think she still regrets me letting me name the twins. Anyway, yes, I've been using Hunter Log. Seems to work okay. A little difficult finding the database of the saved QSOs on a Mac, but now that I've figured it out, I can go there without any trouble. Kind of hidden, but I guess the guy that wrote the program told me how to find it.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of reading on his Discord in there, so actually I sent him a message back, told him I had got it loaded onto Mint. I guess he runs it to Mint. I didn't realize that, but I did have to do a lot of playing around to get it to run. I think it's because it's under a virtual box.
Does your Linux program, does it remember the window size when you restart the program?
I think so, yes. You asked me that question now, I can't remember. I believe it does, David. It opens up full screen.
Okay, on mine it doesn't, so I think I'm going to probably have to send him a note and just tell him what it's doing. Like when I open it up, I get about a quarter screen, if that, even though it was full screen when I closed the program.
Don't know too much about the Mac side of it. I don't know whether there's any way to set a setting for the size of the actual screen itself. I know that I know Windows you can in the Windows environment, and I think it opens up in full screen. As a matter of fact, I'm almost positive. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. I'm thinking about it now. Yes, it opens full screen into the Linux environment.
Okay, well, there's nothing in preferences on that program where you can configure anything. I don't know what there is on the Windows side or Linux side, but there's nothing to do with Windows size.
I'm not sure where he developed it under, what actual software he developed, like where he actually developed it under Windows, and then set it up like through something and made up, a Mac version of it and a Linux version. I don't know what actually the full development side was under.
I think when you take a look at the videos, it's done on a Windows machine. VA3LBI, VA3CP.
I have looked at the videos, and I think you're right, but then one of the videos he said this machine's a lot faster than the one on my shack or something, so I don't know what he runs. I know he does run some virtual machines, because there was one fellow in there that was talking about a problem with Mint, I guess it was, and he couldn't get it going. He said, well, I'll build a virtual machine at Mint and try it, and anyways, they resolved the problem, whatever it was. It was under the, I guess, enhancements and bugs.
Okay. All right, I'll let you carry on with the net there, Larry. VA3CP.
Yep, okay. I'm not sure much we already got going on tonight. We only got a real small crowd, so I'll leave it at that. Anyways, any other check-ins? Friday night, Ragchew, come on in, VA3LBI. Good evening, Chuck. How are you feeling after your yesterday's procedure? Okay, or are you still rough?
VA3CJZ. Good evening, Larry, and all on net. And yeah, well, it's it's all right. It's not too serious, and I'll be okay. VE3FNI has asked me to let you know that he's dropped out of the net, and so there's no need to call for him anymore. By the way, how do I sound, Larry?
Sound all right. Why, you got your new radio?
As a matter of fact, yes, I am transmitting on the new Yaesu Optima, and I'm also streaming it on my my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to have a look at that, it's actually showing right now. So lots to learn. There are so many settings. Hopefully I sound okay. And back to you, Larry.
Yep, no problem at all. Let's put it this way. It sounds good, really good, but it's not your norm that everybody's used to, I think. That's how I can put it. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not your normal old radio. Let's put it that way. The old radio, not the new one.
VA3CP.
Yep, go ahead, Dave.
Chuck, has that microphone got a 1-2 switch on the back?
Oh, well, actually, I'm using the studio microphone with a foot pedal. I did plug in the handheld mic, and no, it does not have a 1-2 switch.
Okay. All right, I tend to agree with Larry. It's not quite as crisp as your normal audio.
Yeah, well, you know, first day hooking it up and going through the menus and that, so it'll take a little bit.
Yeah, you'll get it. All right, 73, VA3CP.
Yep, okay. Back up to Wade. What do you think of, can you hear Chuck okay, Wade?
V3LBI, VA3NCA, yeah, coming through nice and clear, very clear, and that's a nice looking radio. I'm just looking at it, your YouTube stream there. If I'm not mistaken, and I may be, but is this the unit that has the additional amp, detachable amp, so you can run it at 100 watts, or you can run it at QRP levels? Is that the same one? And if so, is this the one with the amp? Like, are you running 100 watts here?
To answer your question, it is the Optima is the unit with the amplifier attached to the head, and so this does 50 watts on UHF and 50 on VHF. So my other radio did 50 only on VHF and 20 on UHF. So yeah, more power. And right now, because of the angle here, I'll switch over to, this is my desktop shot, desktop view with a different camera. And now you can see the whole unit. And so, yeah, lots to learn.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I know it looks like it's a great kit, a shack in the box type of thing, so I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, congratulations on new radio day there, Chuck. Back to you, back to you and Larry, whoever wants to pick it up.
Yep, okay, no, very good. All right, Mac, any comments? Go ahead. VA3LW, V3LBI.
Well, I think it's kind of like bringing home that new car, right? The new car smell. So I'm sure that Chuck's just like a kid on Christmas Day. So very good. We did chat a little bit as I was on my way home, and then after I got home, we went up to a simplex frequency, and he kind of experimented with some gain settings. So it sounds like the radio is equipped with something that prevents him from overdriving, which is kind of nice, I guess. But you want to kind of understand where those limits are, probably just so that you're not pushing too much oomph from your soundboard into the radio itself, and having to have the radio throttle it back. But it sounds good, definitely. I'm sure as he's recording his own transmissions, he'll be able to play that back from YouTube and find out what kind of little tweaks he wants to make to his mixer in order to accentuate or de-accentuate certain portions of his audio. So, as you said, it sounds good, but it's not quite the same. And I think we've all gotten used to the VA3CJZ, kind of like the all-night radio host sound that he has or had perfected. And obviously, he's got a full-time job ahead of him to get it back to where he wants to be. And obviously, first day out of the box, he's doing a lot better than Huey did with the first day that he plugged his in. I think Huey actually gave up in frustration the first day and resorted to a handheld. So I think you're head and shoulders above where Huey was on day one. And thanks for sharing your experience. We're really excited that your new, fresh out of the box radio is working for you.
Thank you, Matt.
Yep, you'll have to listen to it yourself. Probably what you should do, Chuck, when you get a second, listen to one of your older YouTubes and then listen to the new one, and you can probably determine what you need to tweak on it, like Max says, on your board.
Well, actually, Larry, it's a little bit trickier than that, because when I stream, the microphone it goes directly into the computer, and so I don't hear what it sounds like at the other end, except when I'm going to be playing back this stream that Mac has going. That way I can hear how I sound on the radio.
There you go. Yeah, go back another whatever onto another stream or something, and maybe you can hear the difference between the two. Like I said, it sounds good. It's not your what we normally hear you as, and I think that's probably the change. If you're on this radio probably from day one, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You're used to the other sound. All right, Larry. Well, thank you all for your input. Do appreciate it, and there's lots of fun ahead, and lots of YouTube University. Back to Net Control.
All right, very good. All right, bring in Mark here and see what Mark has to say. VA3MHV, VA3LJ. How do you like the audio there? It's a little bit different than his norm, right?
Yeah, Larry, I can hear him very well. I don't know how to describe it, but there is a slight difference from the way Chuck used to sound. It's clear. It's not as loud, I think. Maybe it just seems it's very crisp and new and clear, but a little quieter, I would say.
Like I say, you probably got a little bit of adjustment still on that board to set up. So, all right. Anyways, let's see if Vern's still with us then. VE3 CRF. Vern, you still with us?
Yeah, Larry, thanks for circling back. Yeah, great copy on Chuck. Good audio. I think there's a little less bass than his old radio. It seems a little crisper, a little higher, more treble, less bass, if you can put it that way. And I did not hear what radio it is. Maybe Chuck or yourself can tell me. Yaesu, but which one is it?
Well, Vern, it's the brand new Yaesu FTX-1 Optima. Now, you can buy them as a field unit, which will only give you 6 watts. Or if you attach a battery, you can get 10. Or you can buy the entire kit with the amplifier already attached to it. And that's what I did. I bought the whole unit. It was a little bit pricey, but I think it's well worth it.
Thanks for that, Chuck. Yeah, that sounds like it's great for a whole wide range of uses. You can do QRP with it, and if you need to, you can hook everything up and go 100 watts. But yeah, good copy. Yeah, I've noticed that they've come out with a bunch of new HF radios, and I've been interested to watch. And for me, I mean, I'm not even on HF right now. I have a couple of HF radios. Need to put up an antenna that's a project for this summer. But yeah, you sound good, Chuck.
Thanks, Vern. Like I said, I got to check out how to make adjustments with my transmit audio. And yeah, I should be able to get it back to maybe close to what it was before. If not, I think this will do just fine.
I'm pretty sure it'll cut through noise quite well. I think it's, like I said, a very crisp signal. So anyway, thanks for circling back, Larry. I do appreciate it. And I will be back at the house soon, so this will probably be 73 for me, VA3CRS.
Yep, okay, thanks, Vern, for coming in. By the way, you're coming in 100% better than you were. Full gliding on the repeater right now, so no problem at all. Of course, you're at home, and you're going in, so we won't hear you anymore. All right, Vern, 7-3 for now.
73, Larry.
VA3CJZ, haven't heard him on for a while. Anybody heard him?
You doubled with NFG.
Double with Steve. All right, VA3 NFG, VA3LPX1 and Steve.
Oh, sorry about that, Larry. I didn't realize you were calling somebody. There's a blank spot, so I took advantage of it. I like the sound of that radio there, Chuck. I think it has more fidelity. It adds more fidelity to your voice. Can you switch the picture back front and center? I just want to have a look as I'm talking here. I've got you streaming up on the big screen on the wall there. I just want to look at my signal here. I can almost see from this view, kind of, but what am I doing there for a signal there, Chuck?
Well, Steve, if you're going through the repeater, I'm getting you at about 8.5 S units, but it's dropping and making all kinds of funny noises.
Yeah, okay, roger that. I see it on your meter there. I'm going to flip to reverse one moment. All right, here we're on the output there, and you seem to be holding a little over 9 S units on your radio, unless there's a lag in the internet here. Yeah, very nice radio, Chuck. So what happens if you touch that red arrow, that red T? Does that, like, don't touch it, but does that bring you to another menu? The red T arrow on the right.
Well, first of all, Steve, you're 20 over. That's plus 20 after the 9. And you're solid as 20 on direct. And that T moved from the right side of the screen to the center, just left of center, underneath the word auto. And I'm not sure about that. This is going to keep me busy for quite a while, and it's going to be a blast trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, roger that. I keep one of those ballpoint pens there with the button at the top. I keep that near my radio because that button at the top is one of those little rubber. It's got that little rubber tip on it, so when you need to touch something on the screen that's small there, you don't overlap with with the thumb there, and you end up turning another mode on. So yeah, very good there. I see 20 there, bouncing between the. I see you got one there. Okay, very good. Yeah, that's what I use. They don't recommend using a fingernail, as you know, on these touch screens. And why would you, right? But yeah, congratulations, and you'll have endless hours of fun with this radio, I'm sure. So that's about it for now. I'll be listening here to the remainder of the net. Chuck, you're doing your usual almost 60 plus as line of sight rules, and sounding good. I like the sound of it. I'm not saying that you didn't sound good before. You did sound good and loud, and why wouldn't you? I'm right up. We're not far apart here as far as distance goes. But yeah, it adds more fidelity. Kind of like when you're flipping from the output of the repeater to the input. You know, the repeater is a little dull and muffled a little bit. Maybe it goes through too many filters or something like that. Look at that, timed out, amazing. But so it sounds like you're on the output, you know, loud and very distinct. Back to you there, Chuck. VA3CJZ VA3 Energy, and good evening to everybody on net here.
Okay, Steve. Well, thank you for all that input. And like I mentioned earlier, I'll have to go back and listen to the stream that Mac is putting on right now, and I'll be able to hear what it sounds like now. And you're right, you know, there's a lot of built-in filters and probably audio limiters and all kinds of things there that are going to have to be looked at. So I'm going to search for videos on the transmit audio for this thing. There are a ton of videos out. Looks like a very popular radio. So, you know, it was well worth spending the extra $36 for overnight delivery. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Guaranteed by 12 p.m. by noon the next day. Man, for having to give my wallet the biggest burp that I've had in quite a while with this purchase. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to last forever. Thanks again, Steve. And so I'll send it back to Net Control, VA3CJZ.
Okay, very good. And by the way, Chuck, I believe it's a touch screen. Go to the dollar store. You can buy a stylus. Got a rubber tip on it, and they're $2. I never touch my screen at all. It's the 7300, same thing. It's a touch screen. I use a stylus all the time. You don't get fingerprints on it, and it works great. It's a rubber little tip, and like I say, they're $2. I think they're normally with the USB plugs and cords and stuff like that, but they're $2 for a little stylus, and they work good. All right, any other tech-ins? Friday night, Ragchew, come on in. VA3LBI. Test. Nothing heard. All right. I'll be making overtime here. We're getting close to wrap-up time. Anybody got anything else? Well, wait, by the way, you put something on here in Max about your or for people looking for, I guess he's looking for you. Did you want it here, or were you supposed to put that on Chuck's YouTube?
V3LBI, VA3NCA. Well, I think it was on this stream that the question was raised, and it was on this stream that I went back and looked at the comments, the live comments after they generated, just to see what was being asked. And there were a couple of things I just thought I'd mention back here. For those looking, I think we had one person from Illinois and one person from local here in Hamilton who were interested in getting an exam. And if you're interested, I can help you out with that. And my information has been put up in the public area of my bio on QRZ, so you just have to look me up, VA3NCA, on QRZ.com. And the information for U.S. and Canadian exams is there, plus contact information for myself. There is a little bit of a difference between Canadian and U.S. exams. Canada, it's one-on-one with an AE, or amateur examiner. In the States, it has to be a team, minimum 3. And So I do those ones with a club. You probably have seen them on YouTube called Ham Radio Crash Course. So in any case, either way, the instructions are there on my QRZ page. I'll drop and I'll come right back with something. Just don't want to time out the repeater. One thing that was mentioned in the live comments of that last stream was they couldn't find me on the ISED site in the list of accredited examiners. It's something of an unfortunate thing. They list you by city, and it's a direct search. You can only pick one, and most people will pick Hamilton. And in their database, Dundas, Ancaster, all of the suburbs, they are not counted as Hamilton. So when you look at Hamilton, it looks like there's only one examiner in Hamilton, it's Dave. But if you look at Dundas, there's 4 more of us. If you look at, I don't know, I haven't checked Ancaster and some of the other places, but you got to do that type of detective work to find us. But you will find me in the list if you search Dundas or either way. All right, that's all I had to say. To update, just to square the circle there on the question that was asked recently. So I'll send it back to you there, Larry. Thanks. VA3CJZ.
Yep. Okay. Wade. Yeah, there was somebody or a couple people. I remember what night. I can't remember what night it was. Tuesday or whatever. And they were asking about the examiner. One person, I think, was from local, I think, in Hamilton area, was asking about it. So the other party was in the state. So no, I just wanted to tell you posted there. I was just curious. Anyways, back to my question. Has anybody heard Bill? Did you try UK on? I haven't heard him for a while.
I last heard him. I last heard him when we did our first week of the year activation there at Canal Park. That's, I think, the last time I've communicated with him.
Yep. Okay. I haven't heard him at all. I haven't heard him since. Well, mind you, I haven't had the other radio on through the day when I've been home, anyways. And maybe he has been on, but I just haven't heard him. So the person missing tonight is Chris too. So anyway, okay. All right. Anybody got anything else before we do a wrap up here? Nothing else ready to go through. A little bit early, but we'll wrap it up. Any other comments or topic before we do a wrap up? VA3LBI.
VA3IMW. I just wonder if, amidst all of the other excitement, Chuck had any chance to look up some space weather details of what the coronal hole is doing to us, and maybe that has an impact on some of the situations we're hearing with activity on 20 and 40 meters.
VA3CJZ. I actually received an email from, or a couple of emails from Rick, VE3BK, regarding that, and I have been preoccupied all day. First, waiting for the Purelator delivery person, and then, of course, the unboxing and so on. So, to answer your question, that's no, not yet, Mac.
All right, QSL, and quite understood. So yes, KP index is less than a 1. I think the solar flux index was a little bit on the low side, not horribly so, but no solar blackouts that I could see, and the history throughout the day did not indicate any X-class or greater flares, so perhaps this is just a precursor to a little blast from our friend the sun, and perhaps we'll have to keep an eye on those situations and conditions tomorrow. Thanks for letting me jump in there, Larry. Appreciate it. I'll turn it back to you.
Yep, not a problem. Like I say, Mac, I think today was just unusual with the weather conditions. We got really warm. Wind was high. Everything just changed around from what we were used to with the cooler temperatures. So, because it was really strange, like I say, 20 was just a mess. really noisy at my end, really noisy. It was hard to hear anything. And it wasn't like high signal noise, it's just a lot of static, even though yours say was only, 5 or 6 X units, but a lot of static, so you couldn't hear a lot of the hunters out there, or activators out there at all. Just was that much static in the air.
Yep, in the few minutes that I did have a chance to scroll around on the HF bands, I noticed that you'd find somebody that you could hear, and then within a few minutes, they would kind of drop out of nowhere and just fade off into the noise. So, a lot of QSP that was not explainable, and it wasn't floating QSP. It was just, it was like they got swallowed by a vacuum or something like that. I don't know. But we'll give her another shot tomorrow and see what Mother Nature brings to us.
Okay, thanks, Mac. All right, anything else before we do a wrap-up here? Anybody else got anything else you want to add? VA3LBI?
VA3XLJ, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Vanya. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Larry. So I hit the snooze, actually, and I woke up late, and by the time as much as I've done, it's already hit the fire. It's almost at the end, but I'm not sure if I hit that. Most of the net anyways. On my end, weekend is here, so we're gonna see how much radio we can put into this weekend, because I don't have much of any other plans other than that. Like it's all good.
Okay, no problem, Vanya. Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up. If you weren't listening, Chuck did get his new radio. Actually, go over to his YouTube channel, VA3CJZ, and you can see his new radio. He has it up and running right now, if you have the opportunity.
Oh yes, I will do that. You know what? Never miss a chance to see nice, new and shiny radio.
All right, very good, Vanya. Okay, any other check-ins for Friday night Saturday Ragchew before you wrap it up? Doing a 7-3 round, Vanya. Wait, sorry.
Thanks for doing it as always there, Larry. A good way to top off the week. 7-3. Oh, I'll just mention maybe 2 more things I should have said about U.S. versus Canadian exams. For those that are looking, you can hold a Canadian and a U.S. license for the opposite country that you're a citizen to. You just have to hold the native one first. So if a Canadian wants to be dual licensed, they have to have the Canadian license first, then they can get their U.S. and vice versa. And the other thing is in Canada, you can do remote exams, which is nice and convenient, but you have to be physically located in Canada at the time of the exam. So you'd have to take a trip up here if you wanted the Canadian exam. Just a couple of the strange edge rules that they impose upon us, and I thought I'd mention that for those that are looking. Come join us on this great hobby. Anyways, thanks again for the time there, Larry, and for running the net. VE3LBI, VA3NCA, back to you.
Great, thanks, Wade. All right, Mac, you're up. VA3MW, VE3LBI. Let me see, where am I here? VA3MW, VE3LBI. Come on in, we're doing a 7-3 round. I thought I missed somebody, that's all, but Sean's already gone 7-3.
Alrighty, it happens. It's late in the day, it's late in the week, it's late. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Larry. Great to spend Friday evening with some like-minded individuals talking about things that matter. Anyways, again, congratulations to Chuck. I trust he's going to carry on that Christmas Day feeling about that brand new radio smell. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you. Thanks again, Larry.
Yep, okay, not a problem. All right, next, VA3 MHB, VE3LBI. Mark, we're just doing a 7-3 round.
VE3LBI, VA3MHV. Thanks for doing it, Larry. Good net as usual. Congrats to Chuck. I'm sure that's going to bring you hours of amusement and enjoyment there, Chuck, and lots of learning. So that's an awesome-looking transceiver. So, thanks for doing it, Larry. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, you want to stick around after the now? I just read your email here. We can talk for a minute if you wish. All right, up next. Well, Vern's already gone. Dave, VA3CP, VE3LBI. 7-3 round, Dave.
Larry, 73 all, VA3CP.
VA3CJZ, VE3LBI. Doing a 7-3 round, Chuck.
All right, very good, Larry. I want to thank everyone for all your input and your compliments. Very much appreciated. And as mentioned before, I got a lot of work to do, so it's a good thing being retired is a full-time job. Anyways, thanks again, Larry, for a good net, and everyone have a great evening. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
All right, very good, Chuck. Yeah, you'll probably run across stuff that you won't remember, and you probably will never use it. I know the 7300, I've done the same thing. I run across things, and I go, how do I do that now? And I look back, and I go, oh, that's how you do it. And there's things in there I'm going, especially if I see some of the videos, I go, I didn't know that was in there, and I never would probably ever use it anyway. So, but it's a lot of fun learning. All right, Steve, we're just doing a 7-3 round, VA3 NFG, VE3LBI. Come on in.
Yeah, roger that there, Larry. Yeah, same goes here with my 7300. It's got a ton of stuff on there, and will I ever use it? Probably not. But we're all happy to know that we got it. Whatever it's used for. Well, I mean, maybe one day we'll use it. But yeah, I've watched videos and seen seen menus that I haven't seen before, and then I usually stop the video and turn the radio on if it isn't already on, and navigate to that menu to have a look. But anyway, good net there, Larry, and congrats, Chuck, on the radio. You have lots of fun. That's all I got there this evening, Larry. We'll let you get back to the 7-3 round there. Thanks again, VE3LBI, VA3NFG.
All right, Steve, thanks. Vanya, we're just going to wrap it up. VA3XLJ, VE3LBI. Come on in, Vanya.
Yeah, VE3LBI, VA3XLJ, 7-3 guys, and hopefully I find a little bit more time for the radio tomorrow. VA3XLJ.
Comment.
Yeah, comment. Go ahead. Call sign.
VA3CJZ. Just wanted to let you know that Matt checked into my YouTube stream, so why don't you add him to the log? He says, sorry he's not able to make it to the radio tonight, but he'll try next time. So that's VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Yep, okay, thanks very much. Last call, anybody else checking in to Friday night, Ragchew? Come on in, VE3LBI. Okay, nothing heard. All right, thanks again, folks, everybody, for joining in tonight. Like I say, you guys make the net with the conversation. I just write down the call signs and name. And with that, I'm going to turn repeater back over to normal use after I thank Terry, VE3IQL, for the uses of the repeater. And with that, repeater back to normal use, VE3LBI clear.
All right, thank you, everyone. That's it for now, and look for more videos of mine. I do stream a lot of different things on here. VA3CJZ saying so long for now. 7-3.